this water ceremony is created for you to give you the feeling of what it's like to have your own water ceremony. And so you can really get a feeling state of what is I'm doing when I'm having a shamanic water ceremony and activation. I've always been kind of a mermaid, and I started to notice at one point that when I was in the water, it actually shifted my consciousness, that I was no longer thinking the same way or feeling the same way. I started to play with that and realized that the water was allowing me to become attuned to the actual frequency and consciousness of the water itself. Water is basically like Mother Earth's emotional body. It's an extension of Mother Earth's consciousness and an extension of human consciousness as we are made up of the earth. Water is the easiest to attune to because you're physically changing your elemental surroundings in a way that you're not normally surrounded by, whereas with earth and with air, you're oftentimes experiencing those elements on mostly a daily basis. When you're returning to the frequency of water, you're basically, or has a way to help you channel certain things or become aware of a certain state of consciousness, help you raise your consciousness, entering a different dimensional elemental frequency than you normally frequent. Now, water is always going to do its magic, but if you want to intentionally use water as a way to help you emotionally process, help you raise your emotional frequency, it's kind of like consuming something like a mushroom, except for you are allowing yourself to come into a psychedelic active state, which is actually a natural state or mentality of a raised vibrational awareness. This has just been my personal experience with exploring the consciousness of water. Water for me has been a physical medicine to which I could immerse my being, my emotions, my consciousness, and be totally held by this vibrational consciousness that is quite literally the consciousness of the earth herself, or the Divine Mother Gaia. It not only feels like Gaia herself is holding me, but since we are all collectively a part of the earth, a part of the earth body, and a part of the earth's consciousness, it also, by extension, feels like I am coming back to a piece of my own emotional body, or this piece of me that is water. All beings on earth are made up of mostly water. It's coming back to a higher consciousness, part of our frequency in our DNA, and it's quite literally being held by this consciousness, attuned to by this consciousness, and caretaken by this consciousness in order for us to attune our own consciousness to this vibration of nourishment and love and motherly essence, and what it's like to just release all of our humanly stress, feel connected to something bigger than us, and feel connected to what's really important in the here and now, in the present, in our usness. That's really what water has been doing for me. Closing your eyes, imagine you are floating in the most beautiful expansion of water all around you, feeling the temperature of the water, breathing in and out, seeing the color of the water all around you, breathing in and out, hearing any sounds in the distance, all of your worries and your stress aside, right here, right now. You can pick it up later if you really feel that you need to. But right here, right now, just breathe. Just breathe. See the sky above you as the sun sets just a bit in the distance of the horizon. And the stars slowly come up and out as time speeds up. Mother Earth is holding you. She is rocking you back and forth as Father Sky up above you sings to you with the twinkle of his lights coming through the blanket of darkness that is wrapping around you and coddling you like a warm cocoon. And Mother Earth is whispering in your ears, dear child, the medicine that I offer is the knowing that our hearts, dear child, are the most important thing that matters. Time will go on, and space will go on, and people will go on, and our achievements will go on, and our wanting will go on, and our ability to create our wanting will go on. But what is ever present, what is ever important, is love. Is the love that you can carry for yourself in any moment. The love and the thanks and the gratitude. After all, what are all these wantings that we are trying to create? What is the point of all of these wantings that we are trying to create? We do not realize that we are doing all of this for ourselves. To offer to ourselves, to offer our love to maybe ourselves, our family, those most important to us. If we create all of these things and we lose sight of why we are creating all of these things, and we lose sight and disconnect with that love that these things that we are creating from, that we are desperate for, that we get lost in sometimes, that we get overwhelmed in sometimes in trying to create. We lose sight of the intention behind it is for us, for love, for the betterment of our family, ourselves, the world. We need to come back to that intention always. And we need to come back to what is most important to us in this very moment, what we can control in this very moment. And we need to come back to being present with the majesty of the moment, being present with the majesty of the world around us, focusing on the parts of the world that feel the very best to focus on, that bring you back to a sense of oneness, that bring you back to a sense that you are a creator, that bring you back to a sense of purpose in the now. And our purpose in the now, what will fulfill us the very most, is that no matter what we value or where we pour our energy on a daily basis, that we always remember to come back to love, to come back to loving each other, to come back to appreciating our loved ones. So I ask you now to fill your heart with appreciation and gratitude for those you love the very most. And appreciation and gratitude for all of your hard work, for all of your love, for all of your intention, for all of your care, for all of the effort that you pour in on a daily basis to make the world a better place, to make your life a better place, to be able to give to those that you love, and assure stability for those that you love. Looking back at how far you've come and all the things you've accomplished. If you're having a hard time with this, start with something very small. Start with a different state of mind, maybe a different choice that you make on a regular basis that was hard for you to make in the past. When we lose our attachment to uncertainty, when we lose our attachment to the knowing that everything will be okay, just enough to come back to the present moment, because both dualities can be important. When we lose that attachment and come back to the now, that we are all connected, that we are all one, and the most important thing, the most magnanimous thing, the most incredible thing that gives our life meaning is to come back to the majesty of every small moment, of every small day that is in and of itself life. Every day is a month, every day is a year, every year is a day, every day is a month, every day is a lifetime, every year is a lifetime, every lifetime is a day. In the grand scheme of the world, every day is a lifetime. Every day is a year. Every year is a day. And we come back to what really matters in that day. For we are not guaranteed tomorrow. What matters most, what we are connected to, and what matters most is enjoying the small moments, really stopping and feeling a hug, really stopping and being in the moment with those we love, smiling, appreciating, choosing intentional experiences with those we love, choosing to connect with them on a deeper level. Maybe what we're needing most is to stop focusing so much on what we can't control and stop focusing so much on what's not going right. Maybe what we really need is people. Maybe what we really need is tribe. Maybe what we really need is community. So whether your call to action is to go find more people to have relationships with in your community, to go have experiences in your community, or with people that are in need of your closeness, to give yourself needs and closeness with people. Whether your call to action is to spend more time breathing in, colors and lights and smells, and planning day-to-day experiences that just make you feel alive. Planning your day so that there is time for the simple things that bring you joy, the most emotional release along your journey to the bigger thing. And whether that is just making choices that bring in more intimacy, more awareness, more presence, more love, more joy, more laughter, more gratitude. Because every day is a year, and every year is a day, and every lifetime is now.